not just spinning a grinning friendly face, not being weird. Mo, don't stare, but upstare hair thinning, has had a good go at winning, being the one with the pace who won the race and took first place for having a bigger beard on his face and more suit to boot than even outer space, and forever sinning W.G. Grace. From what we've seen from Moeen, we've cried and sighed as he's flied and never shied from what's been a ride and stride of pride. Chill pills supplied, aside the thrills and spills of a seaside water slide. The way he wiggles rather than wriggles through giggles and niggles. Win-win, it says on his tin. Even now retiring, dreaming of inspiring his side and firing not just any but many, a gleaming, beaming grin, streaming through thick and thin. It does seem his joker scheming and memeing of jolly japes in those manic scrapes becomes a theme, which actually factually shapes the team. Always cheeky, with a huge heart, but at the start, batting was his art to impart, but got the ball to dart, gave us a sneaky peek at how he could get almost freak tweak. The Rev of Revs, who would leak every week a few runs, but could get the conker to squeak, grip, a Jaffa, Bunsen burner, Turner, with dip and rip, nip to seek. His trip was utterly, butterly unique. Things went wrong not long after the swan song of Swan, who earned the gong as the best of the throng. Lucky that Plucky Mo came along and learned the design that he was going to be our frontline flick pick. Not just the best, but the only lush oasis, as the rest in the desert, the county spin bounty, Pong. Had to hush, as in a rush, he would be our plush, top of the tree, mystery winner spinner. Should be defended, as he ended up on number 3 in history. Gravy and glory, and only occasionally gory. The story he snagged on while on board did hoard more than 200 in his cupboard. Mo's tail wagged, but he never bragged, and has been flagged as one of the select few who not only jagged, but also bagged tons and 3,000 test runs. Every fan thrives on those lyrical levers larraping lush covered drives. What's more yummy than our Brummie chummy, making our foes look like a dummy? Not the greatest hooker, but a serious looker, sly and ridiculously pretty on the eye, natty and chatty, never ratty, iceberg calm. At his best, his almond charm floral, but not one to rest on his laurel. Fragrant flair, as fresh as glacial air. Did care, but not being funny, so laid back. For my money, reminds me of the Margulies teas as the caramel bunny. All right, a little bit cheesy, but just take it easy. So much ability, a World Cup and Ashes winner, humility, civility, and fragility. But a Bobby Dazzler, Midlands nobility. A reminder, not the flunky, but a funky organ grinder. Couldn't find a kinder, peaky blinder, Muslim minder. No cobblers, it should be uttered and fluttered, though Mo has to be one of the finest lip wobblers to ever come from the city of Brum, where he was born, bred and buttered. It's a bitter blow, completely rational. Now we know there'll be no Mo flow of international Mo glow on show. How he used his head, led and fed, helped instead to spread cricket, white and red, ball to new spaces, places and faces for us all. So we should go rally the mayor, not to dilly-dally, for this arty-smarty thrower party, and name a street after every feat in the game, which will never be the same, as we say goodbye to this sweet pally legend with a hell of a tally, as everyone finally observes that Mo deserves to savour the flavour of tasty, not hasty or pasty, fancy hors d'oeuvres, one reserves and preserves for the true gamers and Hall of Famers, in his own treat, street neat. Let's call it Moeen's Alley. In case you didn't hear in the first place, or history does somehow misplace the fact that Mo was not only a class act, silky as lace, but snigger, the trigger. Our lad Mo had a bigger beard, beating even the feared, cheating cad and disgrace, the revered and rather weird, hysterical, historical figure, game rigger, W.G. Grace.